So the question we are trying to answer is which of these three have an effect. We had our guesses and the hypothesis was also discussed. Today we will actually vary all the three, experiment, collect data, and based on the data, we will again look back at the question. So we hope you all are ready with the material. We will start with the changing the length first. And what's one of the most important things in any scientific exploration is that you depend on data instead of our own assumption. But then it's important to also present data in the proper manner. So as you do the experiments, it's important that you record it in a certain format. So to begin with the length itself, we will be varying it starting from a thread which is 20 centimeter long, then 40, then 60 centimeter. And for each, we will have 3 trials. Why are trials important? Because sometimes we may make a mistake in the measurement. So when we conduct multiple trials, then if there are any errors in the measurement, it averages out. After conducting the 3 trials, we'll take an average and then we will look at the final results. So let me share a slide and show you the format for observations. So as we vary the length, can someone tell me what will be the control variables? Ashay, are they able to unmute themselves? And
no, Vishal, I'll just give that option. Snigdha, can you try and unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. Sir, the control variables here will be the mass and the amplitude.
That's right. Mass and amplitude have to be controlled. Okay, so let me present the slide and show you the observation format. And I want you to note this down in your notebooks so that you can also collect the observation data in the same format. So as you can see, so in one column you note down the length at which you have made the pendulum, and for each length, so 20 centimeter, we'll conduct 3 trials. But as Snigdha said, we will maintain the amplitude and mass the same. Now mass, we all could be using different objects as mass, but even that is important that we have some way to reference it. So for example, yesterday Ashray was using a AA cell as the mass. In that case, one AA cell is 1 unit for him. If you are using, let's say, one nut, or if you are using a magnet or any other ring, then that is your 1 unit. So you need to have 3 of them when you vary the mass. So what we are going to do is keep the mass same as 1 unit, amplitude each time you drop it at 45 degrees. And for these 3 lengths, 20 centimeter, 40 and 60, we are going to conduct 3 trials for each, and at the end calculate the average and measure here. You can do the measurements in seconds, and since you'll be using a stopwatch, most of you I suppose from the mobile phone, you'll get after the decimal place you'll get multiple digits. You can keep it up to 1 digit after the decimal place. What I mean by that is, if you have got 10.532 seconds, you can note it down as 10.5 seconds. So just 1 digit after the decimal place. So note down all the values in seconds and 1 digit after the decimal place. Any questions?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, we have to record for the stopwatch for how many oscillations?
10 oscillations.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Good, you clarified that. We'll maintain that for all the explorations, all the experiments. It will always be 10 oscillations, and you get the total time. Yes, anyone else? Madhura?
Can you just go back to that slide? I wanted to see the last column.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, Medhansh, that's right. Mass and amplitude are constant. And as the last column says, mass is whatever is your one unit, but you keep only one of that. So the important thing is you don't, for 20 centimeter length, if you have put one SSL, and for 40 centimeter, you don't put any additional or less weight mass. And amplitude also is 45 degrees each time. Yeah. Okay, can we get started with the experiment then?
So what we should do?
We just talked about it, Samar. We are going to do 3 experiments. You know that? What are those 3 experiments?
Sir, the length, mass, and amplitude.
Correct. Yes. So first we will vary the length, and as we vary the length, we'll let the pendulum oscillate 10 times and measure the total time it takes to complete the 10 oscillations.
Okay, sir.
And we are going to record it in that format. Did you note down that format, the observation table format?
Sir?
I just showed one observation table. Did you note down the table?
Sir, noted.
Noted. Nice. So we can get started. Over to you, Ashay.
Sir,
I'm just tying my mass, Vishal.
Yeah.
Sir,
Just-
I have didn't note. While I have noted only half of the table, sir.
You have noted only half of the table? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll show once again.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Tanishi, average, you can, if you have not been introduced to how to calculate average, you can use the calculator, but the method is very simple. To take the average, you add, so in this case, you have 3 trials. So you add all the 3 numbers in the 3 trials and divide the total by 3 because you have 3 trials. If you had 5 trials, you'll add the value of all 5 and divide it by 5. So here you are going to divide by 3. Is that clear, Tanishi?
Done, sir.
Okay, Adira. Okay, thanks for confirming, Tanishi. Yes, Ashay, whenever you are ready, we can get started.
Yes, Vishal. Okay, everyone. I have marked 20 centimeters on my thread. My pen is green, so I don't know if you guys can see it, but I've marked 20 centimeters here, and this much. I've measured my length from the beginning of this knot till this point in 20 centimeters. And I'm gonna put my tape over here at the 20 centimeter mark and hang my setup, my model. So I've taped the thread at 20 centimeters to the edge of my table. I've got a stopwatch on my phone. I've made the table in my notebook. And my mass is 1 battery. That's my mass. So let's begin the first trial. I've got a protractor with me, which will help tell me the angle. So I'll do one thing. Can I sign in through my phone? Vishal, do I need to sign in from my phone, or how do I explain? How many of you guys don't know how to use a protractor? Does anyone not know how to use a protractor?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Karur.
Sir, I don't have protractor, sir.
Do you have a geometry box at home?
No, sir. I have only codes.
This was one of the items you were supposed to arrange, right? So if you don't have, I don't think much can be done. Of course, there are ways to get 45 degrees, but if you want to get other 20 degree, 40 degree, and 60 degree without protractor will be challenging. So what you can do, Karur, is each time you drop, so definitely with the length and mass variation, you can make those changes and record data, but I don't think the amplitude change experiment you'll be able to do then. But what you can do is when you vary the length and mass, ensure that you drop the pendulum from the same point each time. You can mark it on the table.
Yes, sir.
I hope you guys can see me through my phone. I'm going to switch off my video here.
Ashray, Adira is saying she doesn't know how to use the protractor.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
maybe you
that's
can
why I've
show
signed in. That's why I've signed in through my phone. Shivani, can you? Okay, I found myself. I can spotlight myself.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is my setup, and I'm going to. So there's a protractor. It's got all of the angles on it. I hope you can see the protractor. The line at the center of the protractor, this line, this is 90 degrees, and halfway through is 45. Am I visible, Vishal?
No, the light is reflecting. So what would be more effective, Ashray, is if you can place it on the table on a white paper kind of thing, then it will be easier for children to. I think the important point is the zero and the angles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 0 begins at this point. As you guys can see, this is 0. And 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So we need 45. So we go here 10, 20, 30, 40. And we come to this outer markings to check for 45. 45 is halfway through. It is at this point. I hope it's visible to you guys.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place my this is harder to do with the phone. I thought this would be easier. I'm going to place my protractor here so that 90 degrees is exactly pointing downwards. And I know 45 is half of 90. So Here is 40 and 45 is there. Are you all able to see me? Oh,
No, the
no?
video turned off.
Okay. I'm still on. So
Or has the spotlight moved?
I think the spotlight went.
What I can see, Ashray, is see, you don't have an additional help with you, but
No.
there are some children who have set it up. So and that looks appropriate. So we can also. So Snigdha, can you show your setup? I saw that you were holding it at the right place. So then we can spotlight you. Yeah. Just 1 minute. Huh?
Yeah.
Just take the camera a little up, Snigdha, so that the 0 is visible. Yeah. So the place where you can see her thumb, as you can see, that is the 0 point, right? And so the Adhira, in case you want to understand, so the protractor is the line on the protractor, the horizontal line, that is exactly matching the surface of the table.
Yes,
So
sir, I
that ensures
understand,
that
sir.
0 is, yes, okay. So
Thank you,
Snigdha,
sir.
just show releasing it at 45-degree once. Yeah. Okay. Asha, is this okay? Is this good enough, or
Yes.
you?
Yes, Vishal. Yes, Vishal. So I'm going to pull my thread to 45 degrees and release it, and start my stopwatch at the same time that I release it. 3, 2, 1, start. Oh no, what happened? Unfortunately, my stopwatch didn't start, so I'm gonna have to do this again. 45 and start. So for 10 oscillations, I took 11.4 seconds. So I hope you guys can see my notebook. 20 centimeters, trial 1. I'm going to put 11.4. This is our first trial. This is the first measurement that we've taken. This way, for 20 centimeters, we need to take 2 more measurements. We need to take totally 3 measurements for each length. So my first trial, time taken for 10 oscillations is 11.4 seconds. Once again, I will place my protractor under my pendulum. Measure 45 degrees and start the stopwatch again. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 oscillations took 9.6 seconds this time. And now for the third trial. "45 degrees and 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 4. My third
Ashay,
trial. Yes, Vishal.
which one should we spotlight? So do you have the mobile login as well?
No, I've left the mobile login because my Stopwatch wasn't working with it.
Yeah, it should
I think
be okay.
I've spotlighted myself over here. It's showing that I'm spotlighted.
No, that's right. But I see message from Mahalakshmi that Mahalakshmi, I don't know. So we showed Snigdha's setup, or in fact, if you see Hari Krishna, what he has, sorry, Sri Krishna, he has fixed the protractor on the chair, and it's a slanted chair. So that's also an interesting setup. So Asha is just taking the readings now, Mahalakshmi. So
Can you see?
1 minute, huh?
Here is the protractor.
Just 1 minute. Yeah.
Here is the.
Yeah, that's a very interesting setup. So leave the chair, Sri Krishna, so that we can see. As you can see, it's a slanted chair, and hence what Sri Krishna has managed to do is he has fixed the protractor on the chair itself at the point where the pendulum is hanging. So the pendulum does not collide with the chair, and so hence the friction is also minimized. Only thing you need to watch for Sri Krishna is you don't want the pendulum to go in on a different axis and collide with the chair. Otherwise,
Sir,
your readings will be incorrect.
Sir.
Say it again.
Because there is only place in this side.
Yeah, I just saw it going little in that direction. So just be watchful that you don't take a reading where it collides. Otherwise, the reading will be incorrect. Otherwise, this is nice.
Okay,
Mahalakshmi, I suppose this gives an idea about how to set up. So after that, now Asha is only taking the readings. Okay.
So I've got the readings for 3 trials for 20 centimeters. Now I'm going to increase the length to 40 centimeters. Okay. I'm going to remove the tape that I've attached.
We haven't written the average for 20 centimeters.
I was thinking we can take the averages once we've collected our data, because averages, you just need a calculator for it. Did I answer your question? I don't know who asked. I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
Madhura. Averages we can calculate after collecting our data. So now I'm going to change the length to 40 centimeters. I'm going to mark 40 centimeters on the thread. I just increase the length. Oh no, I just increased the length on the thread and I marked 40 centimeters on it. Hope you guys can see this is around 40 centimeters. And this is the point at which I've marked 40 centimeters with a green pen. Now I'm going to attach it to the edge of my table as we did in the previous trials, set of measurements, sorry. And do 3 trials of readings for 40 centimeters. Stopwatch is here. Got my protractor. Measuring 45 degrees. And start. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my measurement for the first trial is 13.2 seconds. I hope you guys are taking your own measurements and not writing mine. That would be very anticlimactic. Again, measure 45 degrees. 3, 2, 1, start. My second reading is 13.4 seconds. And for the third time, start. Now it's 13.5 seconds. I finished collecting measurements for 2 readings at this point. For 2 lengths, sorry. 40 centimeters and 20 centimeters. How many of you guys have finished 40 centimeters? Can you all raise your hands on Zoom?
So I'm doing the last reading.
I'm sorry, I didn't know who spoke.
Medansh.
Yes, Miranj, what did you say?
I was doing the last reading, sir.
Oh, you're doing for 60?
No,
Are you-
no, sir, I'm doing the third test, the 40
Okay. So Snigdha and Vartika have finished for 40. Should I, and Mazara too, should I wait for you guys to do 60 or shall I continue till 60?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, no one's saying anything, so I'll wait for 2 minutes.
Well, I am done. You can continue, sir.
Okay, Midansh.
Finish 40.
Okay, Samaj. All right. Yes, Shri Krishna.
In average, what should we record?
Average will be the average of our 3 trials. We'll get to the average once we finish collecting all of our measurements for the 3 trials. Average is basically the average of the 3 measurements that we've taken.
Okay, sir.
We're going to add all of them together and divide it by 3. That's what we're going to do for the average, but we'll do that at the end.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, after this, after we are going to finish this 60 centimeter, then we are going to go to the average.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just going to increase the length of my thread to 60 centimeters.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, who's speaking?
Sir, this is Vartika.
Yes, Vartika.
Yes, sir. So my question is that, so I measured exactly 60 degree, 60 centimeter, but when I just tied this my object to the thread, its length decreased in 1 centimeter, and when I taped it, it also decreased by 1 centimeter.
So you have to
I
keep
got
in
18.
mind. You have to keep in mind that the 60 centimeters that you measure has to be from the knot from this point. Wait. From where you've tied the knot till where you've measured. that should be your length, not from the beginning of this thread. Your 60 degrees should always, I mean, any length measurement that you take should begin from the knot and end at the length that you have measured. And when you're placing the tape, so you can see that this is the green line that I have made on the thread. I'm going to place my tape on the other side of that green line, not on the green line. And then stick it to my table. Otherwise, you won't get like 60, it'll be less than 60. That's the whole point.
Sir,
Yes, Shri Krishna?
for a 60 centimeter rope, how
Yeah.
many angles we should leave? At what angle we should leave?
45. So we're keeping the angle and the mass constant here, right? These are control variables. Our independent variable is the length of the thread, and our dependent variable is the time taken to complete 10 oscillations. And our control variable are the mass and the angle. Mass remains the same, angle remains 45.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So I'm going to take
Do
measurements
we need to
for.
do the 60 centimeter now?
Sorry, who spoke?
Do we need to do the 60 centimeter now?
Yes, Madhura. I'm going to measure for 60 now. Okay. Oh, this was wrong. Three, two, one. Start. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the first for the first trial for 60 centimeters, I've gotten 16.2 seconds. Sorry, everyone, just 1 minute. Yes, 16.2 seconds. For trial 2, once again, 45 degrees. The second trial, I got 16.5 seconds. And for the third trial, again, I got 16.5 seconds. So I finished collecting data for 3 lengths. And for each length, I've taken 3 different measurements. How many of you guys have been able to finish for 20, 40, and 60? Can you all raise your hands? Snigdha, do you have a question or you're done? Ajit, Vartika, Snigdha, Akshita, Shrishti, Shri Krishna, Madhura, Samarth, Kapoor, Sarish. Okay. Are the rest of you guys not performing the experiment? Because there's a whole bunch of y'all whose videos are off. And I don't think you've raised your hands. So okay, Mega 3. Okay, I know. Okay, Medansh.
But I have a small doubt.
Yes, Madhura.
So for mass, when we are changing the mass,
Mhm.
I actually don't have many batteries. So I don't think I'll be able to add many batteries to change the mass. Is it possible that I can put ring magnets and keep on adding magnets for the mass?
Yeah, that's fine. See, I have like just 3 batteries. You'll need just 3 different, what do you say, measurements of mass. You don't need like 5, 6 batteries. So if you have 3 batteries, well and good. If you don't, just add ring magnets. It's fine.
Okay, I'll add magnets. I'm not sure that I have many batteries.
Okay, okay. So let's calculate average. For those of you guys who don't know what an average is, it is, how do I explain? So we've taken 3 different measurements, right? Let me just, I hope I'm spotlighted. Yes, I'm spotlighted. So we've taken
Yes, sir.
3 different measurements for each length, right? Now, as you can see in my first measurement for 20 centimeters, it looks like a wrong reading. It's literally 2 seconds more than the other 2, what do you say, other 2 measurements. Everywhere else, like for example, in my 40 centimeters, it's around 13 point something, and my 60 centimeters, 16 point something. But with the first one, I've got like 11.4, yeah, 11.4, and 9.6, 9.6 as my readings. So what averages help us do is, you add all of these numbers together and divide by the total number of trials that you've taken. So I'm going to add 11.4 plus 9.6 plus 9.6 and then divide by the number of trials, which is 3 trials. So I'm just going to do that on the calculator on my phone.
I have done it for the first one, which is 20 centimeters. Can I go on and do it for the 40 and 61?
Yeah, you can go on and do it for 40 and 61 too. That's fine. So my average for 20 centimeters is 10.2 seconds. And I'm going to do the same for the 40 and 60.
4.76. Yes.
I have
Is
got
someone
the
speaking?
average for all the 3 lengths.
Okay, Vartika. Just give me a minute. I'll just catch up to your pace.
3. 2.7.
Sir, after calculating, do we have to show our average?
Yeah, you can. I'm just recording mine. I'll show you mine.
So, Ashay, I have a very short form in which if they can enter the trial values, we'll have everyone's data in one
Okay,
shot in a
Vishal.
single
Okay,
place.
Vishal. Okay, Vishal.
So now those of you who are done, I'm just pasting the link, and that way the average calculation also can be automated, and we will also have everyone's data. So just fill this form. We'll have similar forms for mass and amplitude as well. Just fill the trial values, all the 3 trials for all the 3 lengths.
I'll just share my screen so that you guys can also see.
Sir, after adding, what should we do?
After adding, divide by 3.
Okay.
I hope you guys can see.
Sir, do we have to fill this form after
Yeah.
we're done?
Yeah, after you're done calculating the averages, just fill this form. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, yes, it is.
This is just for the length, Vishal, not for anything else.
Yeah, just for the length. For others,
Okay.
I've created 2 separate forms.
Okay. So guys, just let me know when y'all have finished filling the form. We can move on to changing the mass. Vishal, I also want to let you know it's 11:18 right now. Do you want me to continue all the way up till amplitude also, or should we assign amplitude as homework? Because there are certain topics that you'd want, like there are discussions that need to happen after we collect the data, right?
Yeah, I think we'll move faster, but we should complete all the 3, because
Okay.
otherwise there won't be any. So if time doesn't permit, we will have the analysis as homework, but let's collect all the data now itself.
Okay.
Sir, I finished the form that you have given.
Okay, Snigdha. Just so you guys know, I am tying my second AA battery to this.
So, sir, are we doing the math next?
Yeah, now we're going to change the mass. We're going to keep length constant.
How much is the length? How much is the length?
Length, we can keep it, say 40 centimeters.
Okay.
Sir, I finished the form.
Okay, so now increase your mass. Increase the mass of the weight that you've tied to your pendulum. Yes, someone.
Sir, should we draw another table?
Sorry, Miransh?
Should we draw another table again?
Yes.
Excuse
Vishal, do you have another table for mass?
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Anya?
Yes, sir. I was asking that as you told to change the weight, so actually, can I use this nail polish, which is actually bit heavy than the battery?
So the thing is, like, the reason why I'm tying 2 batteries and not using another weight is that, I'll have like, it'll be double the original weight. If you're aware of how much each of the, masses, what their weights are, then that's fine. But I just think that using the same material twice, it'll just be helpful because you know that it's double the first mass that you had tied. But if you don't have other batteries, it's fine.
Yeah, battery is not necessary. So another easier unit is, let's say you have a sketch pen packet and first time you type 2 sketch pens, next time you type 4 and for the third trial you type 6 sketch pens. The basic thing is 1 unit. So when you increase the mass, you should be able to double and triple it.
So, sir, if I use a sketch pen, so it will be just okay.
So, sorry, can you repeat? I couldn't hear
Sir,
clearly.
sir, so if I use 2 sketch pens, will it be okay then?
Yeah, sketch pens is fine as long as you have you are able to do this double and triple. So if you have only 3 sketch pens, then yeah, even that's okay. 1 sketch pen first time, 2 next time, 3 next time. Just that if it's heavier, it's better. So preferable is 2 sketch pens, 4 sketch pens, and 6 sketch pens.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, pens.
Couldn't hear. Say it again.
Sir, can we use that small pens?
As long as they are of the same type. That way
Yes,
the
sir.
mass will be same as you add more.
Yes, sir.
So let me also quickly
Excuse me.
share the screen to show the results which we have got. So what I'm going to do is so we have got the submissions from 19 of you. Some of you have not submitted yet. Please fill the form so that way you'll get your average readings right here. So as you can see, for example, Webber's reading, if we look at it, the average is 10.6 seconds with 20 cm. With 40 cm, it is 13.5, and with 60 cm, it is 16.4. Interestingly, Ashrai's average values are also similar. Let's look at something which is slightly different. So here we have Lakshmi's data. So that's 9.5, 11.8, and 14.3. Here there is a significant difference. Whose submission is this? I can't make out. But it is 11.8, 12.8, and 17.6 with 60 cm. And there's someone else whose range is for some reason like very low. So this is Deepu Vemula. So 4.7 with 20 cm, 6.6 with 40 cm, and with 60 cm it is 8.3. But the trend is very clear. Here is an anomaly. Whose submission is this? This is Shankha, I think. So 13.4. So Shankha has got 13.4 as average with 20 cm, and with 40 cm it is 14.75. So 14.8, let's say we round it off. But with 60 cm, the time value again went down, and he has got 12 seconds, 12.1. So Shankha, you may want to check if there is any error in the reading, because the trend that we are seeing with other readings, the same has not followed with yours. I'm going to share the link to this spreadsheet with all of you. In case you want to directly pick the average value and note it down in your table, you can also do that. Okay, Ashray, you may
Yes.
continue with the mass change.
So I've put 2 batteries on my whisper. I'll just calculate myself. Oh, where did I disappear?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Nikta.
Sir, our first unit should be the original 1 unit, or we should start with 2 units?
Start with 1 unit, then make it 2, then make it 3.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So this 40 centimeters length and 2 batteries. Um,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Six, 5.
Can I do with 2 units now? Sir?
Yes, who's speaking? Yes, Madhura.
Can
Yes,
I do
Madhura.
it two units now? Can I start doing it?
Yeah.
So what should be the amplitude?
45 degrees.
Okay.
Length should be 40 centimeters, amplitude should be 45 degrees, and measure for 10 oscillations.
One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I think someone's
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
all right. I'm going to measure for 2 units now. This is 45. 45. $13.5. So I got for 2 units of mass for my first trial, 13.5 seconds. 13.4 seconds. I'm gonna now do the final trial for 2 units. Does anyone see an interesting pattern going on here? So I've used the same readings for 1 unit that I had taken previously. So previously I had 1 battery and I'd kept it at 40 centimeters. So for this set of observations, for 1 unit, I've taken the same readings that I had measured in my previous set. And for 2 units, I just recorded for 2 batteries. Now I'm going to do for 3 batteries. But does anyone have any interesting, does anyone see an interesting observation?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, when I saw, sir, that the seconds value in the units, like if I'm increasing also, sir, my value, it's not changing for 10 oscillations. Like it is not like it's increasing. It is like for the first one, I got 13.4. So like that only when I did for 2 units, I got a value that was very near to it.
The same thing is happening for me too. The same thing is happening for me too.
Yes, sir.
Now let's see with 3 units.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, in the
Yes. May I know who's speaking? Sorry, I don't know who's.
Mansimar.
Yes, Mansmar.
So, sir, I have a doubt that like my it is showing that it must be in the form that it must be a number between 1 and 200. But sir, it like my first trial of 20 centimeters is 12.575 seconds, then 9.98 seconds. So, sir, what should I do? I am not able to submit the form.
Why are you unable to submit the form? Those are numbers between 1 and 100.
So it is showing that must be a number between 1 and 200.
So he might be entering seconds because I have done the same and it was showing the same for me.
Okay,
Yes,
have you
sir.
put S afterwards or seconds afterwards?
So seconds.
You can remove the word seconds. Just put the numbers. Don't put any words after it.
So only S.
No, don't even put S. Just put
Okay,
the
sir.
numbers. Just put the
Okay,
numbers.
sir. Okay,
No
sir.
letters.
Okay, sir.
Sir, for actually recording the mass, the form, I've not received it.
Sorry, Madhura.
Yeah, I'll share the link. I didn't want to confuse, so that's the reason I was waiting. I'll share it now.
Okay.
Madhura, I have also shared the link to the spreadsheet. See if you are able to access it.
Where is it, sir? The link to the spreadsheet? Okay.
In the chat, I have pasted 2 links. One is the link to spreadsheet and one is the form for filling the mass related observations.
So the spreadsheet link, it's not working. It's showing untitled.
It's showing what?
It's showing untitled.
Sir, both are opening for me, spreadsheet and the form.
Okay. But what do you mean when you say untitled, Mansima?
Sir, somebody else is saying. I am not saying.
Oh, sorry.
So I was saying.
So since the name doesn't pop sometimes because of the spotlight, so if you can tell your name and speak, it makes it easier.
So this is Vartika.
So Vartika, are you able to access the spreadsheet or not?
Sir, I'm not able to access it. It's showing untitled. You cannot open the document.
I'm able to open Vartika, but it's downloading as a as an Excel sheet and not as a what do you say, a Google Sheet link. Are you using your phone right now? Are you doing it through your phone?
No, sir. I'm in laptop.
Okay. I'm able to open it. I think Madra also was able to open it. Anyone else is having a problem? Is anyone else having a problem?
Just try clicking on it one more time.
No, sir.
So as you said that yours is opening in Excel, but in my it's opening in Microsoft Edge.
Yeah, Edge is fine.
I'm not sure how to help Vartika. Anyone knows? Oh no, my batteries, they came off. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry guys, just give me a second. My batteries came off. I'll have to tape them together and then tie the knot.
So the length related data, we have 25 submissions, and the ones that you see in yellow, which I have highlighted, these are the anomalies. When I say anomaly, I mean they are unexpected. They don't match with the data that other people's readings are showing, the trend that other readings are showing. So it's likely that there is some error happened when you collected these readings. So whoever has got these readings, maybe you may want to check it once more. But it's not too bad. We have very few instances of incorrect or possibly incorrect data. Otherwise, the trend is very, very clear. Similarly, if we look at the data on mass, so let me put the average values here, and by that time, I think other children will also fill their readings. Yes.
I cannot see the Google form link in the chat.
You cannot see it. Should I paste it once more?
Yes, sir.
Actually, what you are doing in the Google form.
Yes, sir. I can see now, sir. Thanks, sir.
Okay.
Well, actually, when you're doing the form of mass, have you sent the link of that mass form also?
The mass related data, yes, the form I have shared, and I can see your readings have got captured here, Madhura.
I'll just see if I can open it.
So I didn't understand your question, Madhura.
No, my question was, have you shared the spreadsheet link of the mass recording of all people?
Not yet, because I'm waiting for all the data to come. Because when I publish it, it's on Google Drive, so I'll not be able to share. So I'll publish it at the end so that you get all the data. As Ashay was saying, it's downloading as an XLS.
Even mine is downloaded as an Excel because I'm able to open it only through Excel.
Correct.
Okay, everyone, I'm recording data for the 3 units of mass.
Sir, I'm done with observation and I filled the form.
Oh no. Sorry, yes. So who spoke?
Sir, I finished the observation and I filled the form up too.
Okay, Hitaishi. Unfortunately, this is falling off from not that I've made. Let's try something else.
So after mass, are we doing amplitude?
Sorry, Madhura.
Yes, we will do amplitude next. And those of you who want to start with amplitude, you can also do that. So the table, so you'll vary it as 20 degrees, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees. Length you'll maintain as 40 centimeter and mass you'll maintain as 1 unit. So here your control variables are length and mass, and independent variable is amplitude.
Sorry, everyone. My
Do we have
3 batteries keep coming out of the, the threads. So I'm taking longer. But yeah, like Vishal said, if you all want, you all can start with amplitude also.
Sorry, did we have a question just before Ashray spoke?
Sir, can you please share that again?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll share. I just thought I'll also share the data on mass from everyone. So this is the average data. So we have 11 submissions so far. Let's look at the trend. So Snigdha's readings show not significant change as you increase the mass. Madhura, with 2 units, for some reason it has spiked, whereas it has come back to. Sorry.
So which amplitude? Angle. So
No,
angle.
amplitude for what? For mass, while you are varying the mass, or you are asking when you vary the amplitude?
Sir, amplitude.
When you vary the amplitude, I'll show the table once again, but take 20 degree, 45 and 60. Keep the length same as 40 centimeter and keep the mass as 1 unit. So mass, the readings, if I look at the trend, there are lot of differences. So for some reason, Arav's readings show an increasing trend as you increase the mass, but you don't see that. Let's say if you look at Tanishi's data, then it seems to have remained almost the same. If you look at this data, Hitachi, even her numbers are showing something else. Sri Krishna, for some reason, your 3 units and 1 units data is matching, but with 2 units, it has spiked up.
6.68.
Vartika's is pretty close. In general, the trend seems to be like the value is
6.7.
close to the actual value, but there are more anomalies here. So I hope you all are actually taking the reading and then filling the data and not going by your own assumptions.
6.76.
Because you may have a theory in your mind, and if you are assuming that the trend continues the way we saw with length, and hence putting cooked up data, then please avoid that, because then you'll not get your inferences will be incorrect. Okay, let me share the table once again in case anyone needs this. So amplitude you keep as 20, 45, and 60. Length keep it fixed as 40 and mass as 1 unit.
Done, sir.
Sir, can you share the table again? Actually,
I think since you all have done 2, you probably don't need to wait for Ashray. Please go ahead and start collecting these readings and noting it down.
Sorry guys, I just finished collecting data for the third set of units, for 3 units. Has anyone already started amplitude, changing amplitude? Okay, around 5 of y'all have raised your hand.
I have started.
Okay, okay. I'll just fill the form for mass.
Sir, do we need to change the amount of batteries? I don't think so, right?
For when you're changing the amplitude, just keep 1 battery.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yes.
for control variables, what is the last length is 40 centimeter and next one what was that, sir?
Length is 40 centimeter, 1 unit mass, and you're counting for 10 oscillations.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
sir, in this amplitude, do we have to like use a protractor to do those 20 degree and
Yes,
45?
you'll have to use a protractor to measure 20, 45, and 60. Vishal, why is it 20 and not 30?
I actually wanted to maintain the 1x, 2x, 3x.
Okay, okay.
But then since 45 was the reference for other 2, I mean the controlled value. So that's why instead of 40 degrees, I maintained 45.
Okay, okay.
Sir, in the second form, we have to change the amount of mass, right?
In the second form, you're still filling the time taken to complete 10 oscillations.
But sir, it is written that 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit.
Yeah, 1 unit is for 1, like 1 battery. 2 units is for 2 batteries or 2 sketch pens. 3 units is for 3 batteries or 3 sketch pens, like that.
Yes, sir. So we have to change the amount of mass in the second form, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sir?
Yes, who's speaking?
Medansh, sir.
Yes, Medansh.
Sir, so 20 degrees will be higher than 60 degrees, right, sir?
No, so it's, yeah, 20 degrees will be higher. 20 degrees is here. So,
yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
The third one is 60 degrees only, no, sir. 60 degrees.
Third one is 60 degrees.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
20, 45, and 60.
45, sir.
20, 45, and 50. These are your 3 angles that you need to measure for.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir?
Yes, who's speaking?
Sir,
Sorry.
I have finished. I am Sri Krishna.
Okay, Vishal, you've sent the form for amplitude also, right?
I will send.
Okay. Okay. Vishal will paste the form for amplitude and just fill the form. Okay, Sri Krishna?
Okay.
And I've just shared the results of the mass spreadsheet. I mean, the submissions we have got for changing the mass.
Sir, is the Google form shared for amplitude?
Yes.
Just now. How many of you guys have been able to finish amplitude? Is anyone able to finish? Has anyone been able to finish amplitude?
Yes. Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, Sri Krishna.
For me, the degree for 45, the trial 2 and trial 3 are coming the same answer. 12
That's
point.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, sir.
That's not a bad thing. It probably means you're very good at, accurately measuring stuff if you're getting the same answer for, your 3 trials. So good on you, I guess.
Thank you.
Vartika, Samarth, and Snigdha, do you all have questions, or are you all done with amplitude?
I'm done, sir.
Okay, Madhura. What about Vartika, Samarth, and
Just
Snigdha?
filling the form. Sir, just filling the
I
form.
submitted
Okay.
the form.
Sir, I
Okay.
have completed the form also for amplitude.
Okay, Snigdha.
I'm just waiting for average in the spreadsheet.
Okay. So I'm going to begin recording data for changing amplitude. Did some more of you guys finish with amplitude?
Yes, I'm done. Sir, I'm done.
Okay. I just finished collecting for 20 degrees. I'm just going to do for 45 and 60.
While Asha is collecting this data, let us see if we can see a trend here. So if we look at Snigdha's data, as she varied the amplitude, she hasn't seen significant difference. Madhura has got a slightly higher value for 60 degrees when compared to 20 and 45, but between 20 degrees and 45 degrees she didn't see a significant difference. Vaibhav has got it clearly shows an increasing trend. So as you increase the amplitude, the time period continues to increase. Sri Krishna also seems to have got almost same for all, same for Vartika. Samrut has little increase between 45 and 60 degrees, but compared to 20 degrees, both are on the higher side. And Gagan, 20 and 45 are similar, but surprisingly for 60 degrees, the time period has reduced. Medhansh has got it almost all same, and same for Tanishi. Let us see what Adira has got. Yeah, again, almost all same. So since it is 12 o'clock already, what we can also do is discuss what to do next. So based on the results, I hope you are also able to get some sense about which parameters are actually affecting the time period of the pendulum. And what you need to do is look at the data, and it's perfectly fine for you to look at the data from other children as well. And based on that, form your theory, your explanation. So when I say explanation, you need to have, one is a clear conclusion that, let's say your conclusion is that as you vary the amplitude, the time period increases, or if your conclusion is that it decreases, or your conclusion is it remains unchanged, but it will be one of these three. So a clear conclusion. Second is an explanation that, okay, if this is my conclusion, I think this is what's happening, that as you increase the amplitude, let's say you feel that the mass has more energy now, so the speed is higher, or any other explanation that you have. And capture this in a short video. You don't need to throw a lot of terms and make it a jazzy video, but just a very crisp video for all the three parameters. Your conclusion, your explanation for the conclusion, and do these two things for all the three parameters, and make a 5-minute video and upload. That's the assignment for today. And tomorrow we will work on the next activity.
Sir, can you repeat the assignment?
Yes, the assignment is you have to make a 5-minute video. What will you capture in the video? For each of the three parameters, length, mass, and amplitude, you have to capture two things. What is your inference? When I say inference, what do you conclude? what is the meaning that you are getting to, that you can derive from the data. So what's your inference and what is your explanation for that inference? This you do for all the 3 parameters and make a short 5-minute video.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, we don't need to perform the activity, no, in the video. We have to explain it, right?
You have to explain it.
Sir, where do I upload it?
We'll share the link to the form in
So we have to
WhatsApp.
show the variations through activity and then explain it, right?
You don't need to show any variations. Only thing is, while explaining, you may have to take the support of showing the pendulum, that see here, when I'm increasing the amplitude, now I'm taking it higher, then this is happening. So you may have to take help of the setup. So you can do that, and that would be valuable, because then whoever is watching the video can understand how did you do the measurements.
Sir, so we have to show them how we are doing it.
Yes, show this setup. So let your video capture how you collected the data, but you don't need to perform the entire activity during the video, but show how you collected the readings.
Setup I have done and
Yes.
tested like that. Okay,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
So last time you have told to create a video. So I have created and uploaded, and I have selected it is for kids. And next day when I see it was the comment was blocked, and and that day I have changed it to not for kids, and now I saw it is also blocking the command. What can I do?
What I've seen is YouTube takes time to, and I don't know, most likely it's automated, but maybe the comments, it will start allowing comments very soon, since it has done that one round of analysis and concluded that your video is for kids. It may have disabled comments, but I'm not very sure about it, Shri Krishna.
Okay, sir.
I just submitted my set of observations, Vishal.
Okay.
They're asking for the link where to submit their.
Yeah, I'm saying
videos.
we'll share the link on the WhatsApp
The
group.
WhatsApp group. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we can also have a look at Ashray's data. So Ashray seems to have got all the 3 close to 13 seconds. So it hasn't varied much. So 20 degrees, he got 13.2 seconds as the average. 45 is also 13.2, and 60 degrees is 13 seconds.
Sir? Is this okay if the video of time is nearing 7 minutes or 6 minutes?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I suppose we can take a pause here. Ashay, any?
Okay, Vishal. Do you guys have any questions? Also, congratulations, all of y'all. Like, give yourself a pat on the back, or clap for yourselves, or clap for each other. You all recorded your first set of scientific observations. So, congratulations on that. And yeah, does anyone have any questions?
Sir, I had one question that
yes, Anya.
Need of control variables, like we have been using this control variables, what's the use?
So control variables, so we kept, for example, when we changed the length, we kept the amplitude at 45, right? So it allowed us to see how the length affected the time period. if we change both length and the amplitude, we won't know which one affected the time period. So control variables help us to know, know whether the independent variable is affecting the dependent variable or not. That's the point of the control variable.
Okay, sir.
Anyone else have any questions?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Vartika.
Yes, sir. So I just wanted to ask that in the length and in mass as well as amplitude, we can see that if we take a constant, suppose 20 degrees, and we take 3 trials in that, so why does the time period varies in the same amplitude with the fixed amplitude also? I just wanted to ask.
Time period with fixed amplitude.
Yes, sir.
What are your other control variables here? So you've fixed the
Mass and
amplitude,
length
right?
as well.
So you're fixing mass and length both. So then what is your independent variable here? If you're making all 3 of them control variables, what is your independent variable here?
No, sir. Actually, the amplitude is an independent variable here because we are changing it every time.
Okay, so you're talking about the third set of readings. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in the third set of readings, we have kept the mass the same and the length the same. So those are control variables. Our independent variable is amplitude. Sorry, could you repeat your question?
Yes, sir. So we have taken the 3 trials for that of each amplitude. So why does the time period varies? I mean, why does it happen when we have fixed that also?
Well, I'm not seeing too much variation in my set of readings. I don't know if you guys can, let me just spotlight myself. I'll show you my readings. I don't see that much variation also. It's like the variation is in like point something seconds, but most of my numbers are around 13. So maybe you can, if you're getting too much of variation, like if you're getting like, say in one trial you're getting 13 seconds, another you're getting 15, another one you're getting like, I don't know, 14, then maybe you can try the experiment again. Because for me, I'm just getting like variation in like the decimal place. So it's kind of like negligible. It's almost, you can think of it as it's not changing too much. Does that help answer your question, Vartika?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But Vartika, if I look at your data, right? If you look at it, it is 12.8 seconds for 20 degrees, 12 seconds for 45, and 12.6 for 60 degrees. So actually, it's not changing much. Yours is similar to ours, right? Am I missing something, Vartika? Is
No,
this
sir.
correct?
Yes, sir. It's correct.
Does
What is
anyone have?
actually valuable is now you analyze the data and you have an explanation for it, that what could be happening. And that's something that we want you to think and come back with tomorrow. So you need to have a theory, a hypothesis which explains what you are observing. Sorry, Ashay, I cut you. I think you were saying.
No, I was just going to ask if anyone else had any questions. Snigdha, you raised your hand.
Yes, sir. Sir, in my amplitude, when I check the average, it is coming, for the first 2, it's coming 14, and after that, some decimal places. And for the third, it's coming 13. Sir, but in all my, like, the ones that I've recorded, it is 13 or 14 only. So is that constant or not?
Vishal, do you have her values?
Yeah.
If the change is like, say, 0.5 seconds and all of that, yeah, you can think of it as constant, because 0.5 seconds is really low. Yeah, so this is perfectly acceptable. 13.9 and 14.3. Yeah, it's almost 14.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, Madhura.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.